Imagine watching two people at a park, one in their 80s, moving with confidence, a spring in their step, full of energy and life, while another in their 60s struggles, leaning heavily on a cane, out of breath after just a few steps. It's a striking contrast, isn't it? Why do some people age with such vitality, while others seem to fade far too soon? The answer isn't luck, genetics, or some kind of magic. It's something far more accessible, something you can control. It's about the food you eat, the choices you make every day at your table. At Live Healthy After 50, we believe that aging doesn't mean giving up your energy, your independence, or your joy. It's about embracing wisdom, freedom, and the power to live well on your terms. Today, we're diving deep into the world of senior nutrition, unpacking practical, science-backed strategies to help you age stronger, sharper, and happier. Whether you're just starting to think about your health after 50, or you're already exploring ways to boost your wellness, this video is for you. We're not talking about restrictive diets, expensive supplements, or quick fixes. These are real, doable changes you can start today, grounded in research from places like Harvard and the National Institute on Aging. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's talk about how the food on your plate can change the way you age, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Oh, and before we dive in, here's a question for you. What's one small change you've made to your diet recently that's made you feel more alive? Drop it in the comments below, because sharing these ideas can inspire us all. Let's start with the foundation. Food is more than just fuel. It's information. Every bite you take sends a message to your body, telling it to heal, protect, or, unfortunately, break down. If you're over 50, what you eat matters more now than ever. As we age, our bodies need more support to fight inflammation, repair cells, and keep our immune system strong. But here's the kicker. Many of us don't realize that our nutritional needs actually increase with age. Your body is working harder to maintain muscle, keep your bones strong, and protect your brain from decline. Yet, so many seniors reach for convenience, fast food, frozen meals, processed snacks, because it's easy and cheap. I get it, life gets busy, and sometimes a microwave dinner feels like the only option. But those choices come at a cost. They don't just fill you up, they can speed up aging from the inside out, inflaming your joints, clouding your mind, and sapping your energy. Let me tell you about Evelyn, a 68-year-old from Arkansas. A few years ago, her daily menu looked like a lot of ours. Toast with margarine for breakfast, deli meat sandwiches for lunch, and microwave dinners at night. She was tired all the time, her blood pressure was creeping up, and her joints ached constantly. I thought it was just what happens when you get older, she told me. But her doctor gave her a wake-up call. You're feeding disease, not health. That hit her hard. So, Evelyn made a change, not a drastic one but a simple one. She started adding real, colorful vegetables to her meals. Spinach with her eggs in the morning, roasted carrots with lunch, a big salad at dinner. Within 6 months, she'd lost 15 pounds, her cholesterol dropped, and the fog in her mind started to lift. She didn't go on a diet, she just went back to food that looked like it came from the earth. That's what senior nutrition is all about. Eating whole foods that help your body age well, not foods that steal your strength behind the scenes. So, what does that look like in practice? Let's break it down. Your plate should be a rainbow of whole foods. Vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Leafy greens like kale, spinach, or collard greens are powerhouses. They're packed with vitamin K, which strengthens your bones and reduces the risk of fractures. A big deal as we get older. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which protect your brain from age-related decline and keep your heart healthy. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, or brown rice provide steady energy, preventing those afternoon crashes that leave you reaching for sugary snacks. And don't forget healthy fats. Think olive oil, avocados, or a handful of nuts. These aren't just good for your heart, They help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D and E, which are crucial for everything from immunity to skin health. A study published in Neurology found that seniors who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, had a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline. That's not a small number. That's your brain staying sharp, your memories staying clear, your ability to enjoy life staying intact. And it's not about being perfect. You don't need to swear off ice cream or birthday cake forever. But there's a big difference between treating yourself and sabotaging your health. Processed meats, sugary cereals, packaged snacks. These aren't neutral choices. They spike your blood sugar, inflame your body, and leave you feeling sluggish. Over time, they chip away at your vitality, making you feel older than you are. Now, let's talk about hydration, because it's one of the most overlooked parts of senior nutrition. As we age, our sense of thirst starts to fade, but your body's need for water doesn't. Water regulates your body temperature, moves nutrients to your cells, and flushes out toxins. Dehydration can make you feel tired, foggy, and even unsteady on your feet. It's not just about drinking water, though. Herbal teas, broth-based soups, or even water-rich foods like cucumbers, watermelon, or oranges count too. Try adding a slice of lemon or cucumber to your water to make it more appealing. One simple trick: carry a reusable water bottle with you and sip throughout the day. Aim for at least 8 cups of fluids daily. But check with your doctor if you have conditions like kidney issues that might affect this. And here's a pro tip. Cut back on liquids a couple of hours before bed to avoid nighttime trips to the bathroom, which can disrupt your sleep. Speaking of sleep, we'll get to that later, but for now, know that hydration and nutrition go hand in hand. Toxic chemicals in your body, like pesticides or heavy metals. Let's talk about Evelyn again for a moment, because her story shows how small changes can add up. After her doctor's wake-up call, she didn't overhaul her entire diet overnight. She started with one meal at a time. For breakfast, she swapped her toast and margarine for oatmeal topped with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds. For lunch, she replaced deli meats with grilled chicken or hummus and piled on the veggies. Dinner became a colorful plate of roasted vegetables, a small portion of lean protein, and a side of quinoa or sweet potato. She didn't starve herself or count calories obsessively. She just focused on foods that nourished her body. And here's the thing, she started to feel the difference almost immediately. Her energy came back, her joints ached less, and she felt more mentally alert. I didn't realize how much my food was dragging me down, she said. Now I feel like I'm fueling my life, not just filling my stomach. That's the mindset shift we're aiming for. Senior nutrition isn't about restriction, it's about intention. It's about choosing foods that give you energy, clarity, and freedom. One of the biggest myths about aging is that you need less food as you get older. Not true. You might need fewer calories if you're less active, but your need for nutrients, vitamins, minerals, protein, actually goes up. Protein is especially critical because of something called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass that starts in your 40s and speeds up after 60. Without enough protein, your muscles weaken, making it harder to stay active and independent. Aim for lean protein sources like chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, beans, or lentils at every meal. A palm-sized portion, about 20-30 grams of protein per meal, is a good target for most seniors. Pair that with fiber, rich foods like vegetables, fruits, and whole grains to keep your digestive system moving smoothly. Constipation is a common issue as we age, but a diet high in fiber and plenty of water can keep things regular. And don't skip breakfast, it's your chance to set the tone for the day. A balanced breakfast with protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs, like Greek yogurt with fruit and nuts or eggs with spinach and whole grain toast, can keep your blood sugar stable and your energy high. Let's get practical for a moment. You don't need to be a chef to make this work. Start with what's in your kitchen right now. Open your fridge. What do you see? Is it full of processed foods, sugary drinks, or leftovers that have been sitting too long? Or do you see fresh produce, lean proteins, and whole grains? If it's the former, don't beat yourself up. Just make one change today. Swap out that soda for water with a splash of lemon. Replace those chips with a handful of almonds. Add a side of steamed broccoli to tonight's dinner. These small choices add up, and they don't require a complete overhaul. If you're short on time, frozen vegetables are just as nutritious as fresh ones. Just avoid those with heavy sauces or sodium. Canned beans or fish like salmon or tuna are great pantry staples, too, as long as you choose low-sodium options. And if you're on a budget, focus on affordable nutrient-dense foods like eggs, oats, sweet potatoes, and seasonal produce. You don't need to spend a fortune to eat well. It's about making choices that align with your goal of aging with strength and vitality. Now, let's talk about something that often gets in the way: habits. We all have them. Those go-to snacks or meals we've been eating for years. Maybe it's a bowl of sugary cereal before bed or a daily drive-through burger. These habits feel comfortable, but they might be holding you back. Take a moment to think about your daily routine. What's one food or drink you could swap out for something that supports your health? For example, if you're used to grabbing a candy bar for a quick energy boost, try a piece of fruit with a smear of almond butter instead. It's just as quick, but it gives you sustained energy without the sugar crash. If you love your evening glass of wine, try cutting back to one glass and pairing it with a nutrient-rich meal to balance its effects on your body. These swaps don't feel like deprivation, they feel like upgrades. And the more you make these choices, the more they become your new normal. Another key piece of senior nutrition is timing. Your body's ability to process food changes with age, so when you eat can be just as important as what you eat. Try to space your meals evenly throughout the day, every 4 or 5 hours, to keep your blood sugar stable and avoid energy dips. Eating a big, heavy meal late at night can disrupt your sleep and digestion, so aim for a lighter dinner at least 2-3 hours before bed. If you need a snack later, go for something light and nutrient-dense, like a small handful of nuts or a piece of fruit. And don't skip meals, especially breakfast. Skipping meals can lead to overeating later or cravings for unhealthy foods. A balanced meal plan keeps you steady and energized, which is crucial for staying active and engaged in life. Let's touch on supplements for a moment, because they're a big topic for seniors. While a well-balanced diet should provide most of your nutrients, some seniors may need extra support. Vitamin D is a common one. Many older adults don't get enough from sunlight or food, and it's critical for bone health and immunity. Calcium is another, especially for women at risk of osteoporosis. Omega-3 supplements can support heart and brain health if you don't eat fatty fish regularly. But here's the thing. Supplements aren't a substitute for real food. Always talk to your doctor before starting any supplements, because too much of certain nutrients can do more harm than good. The goal is to get most of your nutrition from whole foods, using supplements only to fill specific gaps. Now, let's talk about the emotional side of eating well. Food isn't just about nutrients, it's about joy, connection, and culture. Sharing a healthy meal with family or friends can lift your spirits and strengthen your social bonds, which are just as important for healthy aging as the food itself. Studies show that socially active seniors have lower rates of depression and cognitive decline. So, invite a friend over for a home-cooked meal or join a community cooking class to learn new recipes. Make food a celebration of life, not a chore. Try new flavors. Maybe a turmeric-spiced lentil soup or a fresh berry smoothie, to keep things exciting. When you enjoy your food, you're more likely to stick with healthy habits. And when you feel good about what you're eating, it shows in your energy, your mood, and your confidence. Let's circle back to sleep for a moment, because it's deeply connected to nutrition. Poor sleep can throw off your hunger hormones, making you crave sugary or fatty foods the next day. It can also cloud your judgment, making it harder to choose healthy options. To support deep, restorative sleep, avoid heavy meals, caffeine, or alcohol in the evening. Instead, try a light snack like a banana with a drizzle of almond butter or a cup of chamomile tea. These choices calm your body and prepare it for rest, which is when your body repairs itself, strengthens memories, and balances hormones. A good night's sleep makes it easier to stick to your nutrition goals, creating a virtuous cycle of health. So, where do you start? You don't need to change everything overnight. Pick one meal to upgrade this week. Maybe it's breakfast. Swap out sugary cereal for oatmeal with fruit and nuts. Or maybe it's dinner. Try a grilled salmon salad with a variety of colorful veggies. Make it simple, make it colorful, make it count. And don't forget to hydrate. Keep that water bottle handy and sip throughout the day. These small steps add up to big changes. You're not just eating to fill your stomach, you're eating to fuel your life. You're eating for energy, for clarity, for independence. You're eating to walk steadily at 80, to laugh with your grandkids, to feel alive in your own skin. This isn't about living longer, it's about living better. Let's wrap this up with a call to action. Your health is your greatest wealth, and the food you eat is one of the most powerful tools you have to protect it. You don't need to be a nutritionist or a chef to make this work. You just need to start. So, what's one small change you'll make to your diet today? Maybe it's adding a handful of spinach to your lunch or swapping soda for water. Share it in the comments below. Your ideas might inspire someone else. And if this video resonated with you, please like it, subscribe to Live Healthy After 50, and share it with someone you care about. Aging isn't about slowing down, it's about living fully, with strength, wisdom, and joy. Your next meal is your next chance to make that happen. Let's make it count.